Over here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn, our producer. And also we have a special guest joining us in studio today, Bryce Riggs from the Chamber of Commerce. How's it going, Bryce?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on this morning, Nate.
Absolutely. So this is a recorded interview. You'll watch this Thursday night at 7 o'clock. This is now Wednesday morning, about 9 o'clock. But I really appreciate your time this morning coming on with us here on the Mullin It Over show. We've done a little bit of rebranding this week, and we kind of switched times because originally I had you scheduled to be a live interview this morning, but switched it to a night interview. So we're trying to get a little bit more traction with the night audience. I feel like we get more views when we do our stuff at night. We're not getting as much attention on us in the morning. So we're trying to get a little bit more traction with this. So I appreciate you coming on.
Of course. I think it's one of the big things is it's new in business. You try to figure out what people are looking for. And I think, obviously you satisfied a niche in the community covering local sports and also, national sports as well. But, people want to know what's going on and also want to know what's going on their own time. And it seems like afternoon's the way to go.
It really is. That's when people are looking at their phones the most, I feel like.
Of course.
So, Bryce, thanks for coming on. Once again, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the community. So you are a big-time community guy. I see you involved in just about everything. Obviously, you're with the Chamber now, and you're in a lead role with them. And you've got your stamp on a lot of things in the community right now. Talk about your role with the Chamber and just what you do for Tiffin.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is my role at the Chamber is to be an advocate for small businesses in our community. I'm also the tourism director, so it's not only being an advocate for small businesses, but it's really telling our story. We have a lot of great things happening in our community, under the leadership of Mayor Aaron Montz and others. They've done a great job, and so one of my role is, I think, a small piece, but I get to hang out with a bunch of business owners and tell their story and assist them to help them grow. And the cool thing is about this is I'm such a community guy, and a lot of these business owners are friends and family. Look at Nate. I mean, obviously, over the years at Madison Street, sling those chunks, but see to grow and start this business up is exciting. And I think it's a true testament to where we are in this community, that people see an opportunity, right? When they're interested in starting their business or growing their business, they know they can do it here. So I get to be part of that journey and really just talk about it and be an ear. And I said we're an information source as well. So a lot of phone calls, a lot of social media, but the big thing is just making sure people are aware of what's out there.
That's cool. So yeah, you're very involved in more than just your role with the Chamber. I mean, you and I know each other through Friday Night Football because you're down there at Tiffin Columbian football games every Friday, running the chain gang, man.
Of course, I'm the box guy, so I get I sound the most important guy on the field because without me, I think it was 4 years ago. I think Tiffin played Sandusky in a game, and the box guy screwed up, and there was a third down, it was a fourth down, and I got all these text messages, that box guy, and so it was during COVID, when we couldn't get seats to the games, and I was like, all right, we got to figure out a better way. And at the time, Dan Hartzell reached out to me and said, hey, you want to get in the game? I said, sure. He goes, we'll get you in the game. We'll get you a free slice of pizza as well during halftime, and that's why I could hang out with Nate during halftime. Just one slice, exactly. I watched the weight, but from there, we really started our crew, and before, I think the crew had been around for 20 plus years, and so it's my way to give back. And it's also, I really care about local sports because, I say it's, again, people we know. It's, so-and-so's kid that's doing big things, whether it be, basketball, football, wrestling, etc. But it's just really cool to see, our local talent really shine, especially with Calvert as of late, Columbia in their baseball. It is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talk about that role as you're, being that box guy on the chain gang. With Tiffin Columbian, you got to be on your toes. That's a fast-paced offense,
you do.
man. You got to be on it, and you got to be moving that stuff pretty quick to get set up there for those first downs. Talk about that a little bit.
For sure. So I always say, the offense is only as fast as the chain gang, and so we like to, we're like to credit ourselves as being the youngest chain gang in the SBC, and so you need to be in. So that's one thing is, the referees laugh at us because, we're beating them down the field for a spot, those kind of things. But, I wouldn't lie and tell you that I do log a workout every Friday night when we're down there. But a lot of fun, and again, it's a small role, but again, from the sideline, I think there's no other better perspective, and you get to hear the opposing fans and hear what they have to say, which is always exciting because we've been really good as of late. But it's just, again, my part. And people in the community say, hey, what do you got going on Friday night? And I said, I can't do this event because I got to be the box guy. And they're like, the box guy? Why would you want to do that? And I'm like, look, you don't understand. Why
wouldn't you?
It's exhilarating. And my girlfriend jokes that She doesn't think I graduated from high school because I'm still, connected to it so much. And I run the Gridiron Club for the football team for Tiffin. And so I'd like to be involved. Judd's a great guy, and he does a lot for his community. They were out in the downtown yesterday, cleaning some things up. So it's kind of, again, good to see these, athletes, paying back to our community and being a part of it.
For sure. So let's talk about this community. There's a lot going on this week. That's why I wanted to have you on this week specifically because, there's Art Week. We talked about that a little bit last night on Mullin It Over, but Art Week is just one of the things that's going on this week. It's also a third Thursday. That's one of the things that you guys kind of help to promote in this community in the downtown events. But there's also something even more special going on. It's the 200th birthday?
200th birthday, yeah. Wow. So it's the big birthday party, right? You only turn 200 once, and
yeah,
so
that's right.
I know that a lot of businesses are kind of doing their part. I know I just saw yesterday Rose & Co. Look at Dane's got his shirt on for this. Rose & Co. They're doing birthday cake, and all these businesses jump in. And I think again, people are looking not only for events in our community. I think COVID taught us one thing. People are looking for experiences. So everyone kind of jumps in and does their part. So we have, Thursday night tunes in downtown Tiffin. They got kind of a car show going on in downtown Tiffin as well. Josh Randall leads that, and cool. All these different things. So, when people come downtown, someone just telling me yesterday, like, wow, when you come downtown, you're going to find something. And so that's the big thing is that, you may not be a big car guy. I'm personally not, but it's kind of another added element. You may not be a music person, but they have these different things. And with, T-Mac doing the, recent electrical boxes, this, the arts are just alive in our community. And I know the mayor and all these folks are coming together, Ryan Punyan, Chelsea. So many people are coming together to be part of that. And again, I think it's, a true testament to our community. It takes buy-in and it takes people to make these things happen. It's not just one person leading the charge, but it's kind of everyone jumping in and making it, an experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk about an experience lately. I mean, you guys had quite an experience recently with your golf outing, right? I mean, that was something that just happened this past Thursday, correct?
Yeah, this past Thursday. So proud to say that I survived. It was a long day. So just talked to Stuart.
Who was your foursome?
I actually didn't play in it.
Oh.
So it's one of those things. We had 50 teams total. So just imagine starting the day at
50 teams.
Yeah, 5:45 a.m. and then finishing the day after 9 p.m. And
now everybody gets a golf cart?
Well, the thing is, we did 2 flights. So we had first time ever. We had an 8 a.m. flight, and then about 1:45 second flight. And so we had 25 and 25 as an even split.
Wow.
And so talk about a long day. But
that was a long day.
It was a lot of fun. I credit Stuart and the team at Mohawk. If you've never been out there before, he does a great job. The course is beautiful and really help make that transition smooth. So as folks are eating lunch, we got the first group coming in, parking the carts, guys flipping around, and then we have the second group getting ready. But yeah, definitely a long day, and just kind of glad it's over with. But Stuart told me yesterday, knock on wood, that we should be the largest golf outing in Seneca County this year. So one thing about if folks know me, it's I always want to be the first or one of the biggest, and so it's one of those things. We don't do things to lose or be unsuccessful, and so for us, it's exciting to see that folks bought in, and we went from a couple of years back, our golf outing had 25 teams, and then last year was 40, this year was 50. So it's just for me, how do you control that growth and ensure it's a good experience for everyone involved?
Yeah, for sure.
I think we did, so that's good.
All right, so right now I'm kind of like I've got something else I want to talk about, but it's kind of irrelevant to what's going on right now. So is there anything that you want to talk about? I'll give you the stage right now. Anything that you want to promote that's coming up?
No, I think one thing is this last week was really exciting for us. Marissa Stevens in our office and I went to Youngstown, Trumbull County on last Saturday, and we got to announce that we're hosting the Geoclash Festival for next year. And so that was kind of some recent exciting news. I would say that I went from a geocaching rookie to learning more about it. We had some folks in our community that kind of came to us and said, hey, there's no trail in Northwest Ohio, and a trail is 20 caches all together. And if anyone doesn't know what it is, but you can use your phone and they give you coordinates and you try to find an item, or there's different kind of styles of caches. So happy to know next year, end of May, early June, we'll be hosting about 500 people in our community for the geocaching festival, which I'm really excited about. So it's one of those things that say we got a lot of good things going on, and we're trying to continue to add to it. And so it's we can all do our part, and everyone adds that little piece to it, whether it be Art Week, whether it be geocaching. there's so much to do here, and if we all help promote it, it makes the world a better place.
That's right. At least that's how you make the world a better place, is you make your world a better place. And then you hope that impacts the people around you.
For sure.
To make their world a better place.
It's all about perspective, right?
Right.
I'd like to say,
Small battles.
Tiffin's in a good place because people are really optimistic and everyone's jumping in, and it's, for us, I think everyone wants to be part of it. And, we say at one time, I remember growing up, there's those negative people out there, but I think every year you see a little less negative people and a little more excited people, which, it's all about momentum, and, people want to be part of it.
That's right. Absolutely. So, Bryce, I only have one more question for you. It's something we've been talking about lately on these shows, food. We're talking about food, and we go toppings, okay? So we've been talking about burgers, brats, and hot dogs, like cookout food, okay? We go top 3. What's your top 3 toppings? And we won't go through all of this, but let's just go burger. What's your top 3 burger toppings?
Wow. Okay, so I'm probably a ketchup, mustard, pickle guy.
Okay.
Pretty basic, pretty clean. If I could just go ketchup, I'll be all right. Okay.
What kind of cheese we going?
Cheddar cheese.
Cheddar.
Sharp cheddar cheese.
Okay.
So it's like
you were the first one to say cheddar. I like that.
It's American cheese. It's like, look, you can get that anywhere.
Yeah.
Good sharp cheddar cheese is hard to find, and it's really good.
I like it. Well, I've never seen you have a burger at Madison's, so maybe
I know. I would say the second one is throw people off is blue cheese. I'm a big blue cheese guy, and it just kind of adds a little bit, a little tanginess, and so it's
just
there.
Blue cheese on a burger, nothing else.
Oh yeah, it's
like the crumbles, or are we talking
the crumbles? Yeah, my steak.
Yeah. Oh.
I always never do steak sauce. I always do blue cheese on top of it and just let it melt. And it's it's blue cheese is not everyone's fan, but
no, I love
for
blue
me.
cheese.
Oh yeah,
blue cheese, and I like to do blue cheese and a little bit of steak sauce mixed together. I feel like those two combination with a steak is like, ooh, yeah. Hey, thank you. Appreciate your time, man.
Awesome. Thanks,
Absolutely. Once again, Bryce Riggs joining us here on Mullin It Over. We've got more festivities from Art Week coming up here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Grandson? Oh, that's awesome. tell. It looks time intensive.
Check.
Hey guys, how's it going? Nate Mullins here with Mullin It Over on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks for tuning in here. I've got Ryan Punyan and I've got Shannon Bowman joining me here on the program. We are live here in downtown Tiffin as part of Art Week, and this is the third Thursday celebration. There's a lot